Hey everyone, welcome back to my pantry reset. Today we are talking about nut butters. Now, you've probably seen a million tutorials online about how to make nut butters, but it's with good reason. It's because nut butters and seed butters are super simple to make at home. All you need are two things: a machine that can handle it and raw nuts or seeds. Sure, you can buy most of these nut butters and seed butters at the store, but I find this is a really useful tip to have because sometimes you want to make a recipe and you don't have those nut butters on hand, or you sometimes want to try a nut butter that's not really accessible at the store, like a walnut butter or a pistachio butter. To get started, spread your choice of nuts or seeds on a sheet tray. Now, you can really experiment here because pretty much any kind of nut or seed you can turn into a nut butter or seed butter. As you can see, I have hazelnuts, pecans, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, sunflower seeds. You can also do pumpkin seeds and obviously peanuts. Once you've chosen what kind of nut butter or seed butter you want to make and have those nuts or seeds on a sheet tray, place that in a 325-degree oven and toast for about 12 minutes or so. You want to shake the pan a couple of times and watch those nuts and seeds while they're roasting. The nuts or seeds should be fragrant and starting to brown. That's when you know to pull them from the oven. Different nuts and seeds will take different times, so just use your eyes and use your nose. Once you have the nuts or seeds toasted, let them cool slightly, but you still want them to be warm to the touch. Place them in a food processor or high-speed blender. I wouldn't recommend using a regular blender. They just don't quite have enough oomph behind them to really make this happen. And even with a food processor or high-speed blender, you want to watch closely because you don't want to burn out the motor. Now that our nuts or seeds are in the blender, it's all about time. Let the machine run, stopping every so often to scrape down the sides and give the machine a break. After a few minutes, the oil should start to release, and a few minutes later, the nut and seed butter should start to smooth out. If you find the mixture is staying dry and crumbly, add a couple tablespoons of neutral oil. It's rare I have to do this, but it is an option to help the process along. Store in an airtight container in the refrigerator for a few weeks. Now, a quick note, many recipes online share that you should add oils and honey to really help the nut butter smooth out. But I found with a good machine and a little bit of patience, the oils will release, and it's rare that I do have to add extra. Of course, at the end, once your nut butter or seed butter is ready, you can always add your favorite sweeteners, a pinch of salt, a little cocoa powder, more seeds if you want for a nice crunch. It's up to you. A couple of other tips to keep in mind. Fresh nuts are better than old nuts, and know your machine. The last thing you want to do, as I mentioned before, is burn out your motor. That is the worst feeling in the world. Take it from experience, I have done it before. And that's it. That's how simple it is to make your favorite nut and seed butters at home. Like I said, I don't do this every week. It tends to be more when I have a few nuts or seeds I want to use up, or if I need an ingredient in a pinch. Be sure to check back tomorrow for the next video in the series, and as always, if you happen to make a recipe or try one of the tips, snap a picture and share it on Instagram with the hashtag #PantryPower. I'll be following that hashtag all month long and seeing what you guys are making with your pantry ingredients and hopefully sharing along the way. Thanks for watching and happy cooking!